Good morning. Cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. French soup, French onion soup. Yesterday, the day before, I can't remember, I made a chuck roast. It was actually yesterday. And so instead of throwing away the goodies that made in this crock pot, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put together some French onion soup for me. Okay, French onion soup, there's 100 million recipes probably, but being on a farm, I'm gonna use some veggies that may not normally go in the classic French onion soup and get my greens in. I've got a big zucchini here, green zucchini squash, and I'm gonna put that into this soup. I'm going to use, like I say, the drippings from the pot, the chuck roast from yesterday, and I'm going to just cut these up, and I may puree them. I think I will. Maybe I'll puree a few and then put a few more in. Let me just see how that's going to look. Yeah, I like that. I'm the only one that will eat this soup at my house, so I normally don't use chunky vegetables in any kind of soup that I make unless it's vegetable soup, because my family doesn't like it. Okay, but with this, I know that the green on the outside of this zucchini is where you're getting a lot of your fiber, and also, and that's important, and some nutrients. And so I'll just puree this chunky or whatever, and I'm going to use this in my soup. That way I'll waste not, want not with these zucchini squash. Now to this, I'm gonna add, let me get that blade out of there, heaven's sakes. I'm gonna add my onions to this. I don't know how many yet. I'm just gonna have to kind of wait and eyeball that. But I have a whole bag, basically a whole bag of sweet Vidalia onions. I love sweet Vidalia onions. They are by far my favorite onion. They're sweeter, they're mild, they're not real pungent tasting onion, and they're farm raised in Georgia and South Carolina. This part of the country is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just gonna, let me move these. I'm gonna put my herbs on top. Because that base for the roast, if you will, has already got the seasoning in it. It's got salt, plenty of salt. It's got pepper, it's got garlic, and some everyday all-purpose seasoning. I am not going to add any more seasoning to that broth, okay? Let me grab this so I don't cut myself. I've done it before. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I'm going to slice my onions. You can slice them as thin as you like. But I love to order French onion soup in a restaurant when they bring in those little crocks or ramekins or whatever, and they put it in the oven and baked it with white cheese on top, like Havarti or mozzarella or Parmesan, or I don't even care about that. I love cheese too. So I'm gonna kinda dump all this together, and I'm gonna let it simmer in this crock pot for about 4 hours on high. That's gonna be my lunch today. I'm excited about it. probably use at least 3 onions, maybe more. Easier, and if I am not in a hurry, which is a lot of the time, I can dial myself back a little bit and use this and then avoid that knife cut. It's an issue. I'm just separating these onions so that they cook a little bit better, and I want them to soak up all that pot liquor, if you will, from that roast. This is gonna be delicious. It smells wonderful. How do y'all peel an onion? I'd love to know that when this video pops up in your feed and you watch it. Tell me in the comments, how do y'all peel an onion? Is there a trick to it? If there is, I don't know it, and I would love to. And what do y'all do to your soups? Especially French onion. And you try to waste not, want not, and use the broth of whatever meat you've cooked. That would be interesting. Other viewers would love to see that in comments too. I think it helps teach all of us new tricks in the kitchen. I'm gonna do one more onion. I want this soup to just be onion, onion, and onion. Well, lost some of my onion on that peel. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, slippery little sucker. The other thing I like about a Vidalia is they're not so pungent when you cut them up, unless you put your fingers in your eyes, okay? I don't tend to cry, and my eyes don't tend to get as irritated with the Vidalia sweet onion as they do with some others. I'm just gonna separate the rest of those. Okay, now, let me just give this a stir and see if I have enough onion in there. Oh yeah, that's how I like it. Now what I'm gonna do to this as well, on top, I'm gonna just throw my herbs. I've got some oregano and some fresh rosemary, okay? I'm literally just gonna toss that just like that. Just cut that from my little herb garden, and I'm gonna close this down. Now, when this continues to cook, I'm gonna be checking it, and if I need more liquid to it, I may open up a can of beef consomme or beef broth, or I may just put a little bit of water in here. Anyway, just so it has enough liquid. When the onions cook down, I'll kind of know. But that's what I'm gonna do for my lunch today on this rainy day, and I cannot wait to eat it. I hope you enjoy that. I'll post a picture of the finished product, and I'll try to post it where it'll show you at the first part of it. And then I'll post pictures and comments as well. Cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Let me know what y'all do with your soups. Have a wonderful day. See ya.